House trying to roll them home. Second half underway. Naitanui got a palm on it. Then he got a handball out wide to Gaff on the move. In full motion. Spears at top of the square. Almost a hold. No free. Aish. Cox. Shows some calm, some poise. Walters used his body illegally. West Coast free. Sheed takes some time. Pulls it to the pocket. He knew he had the lead on, and he honoured the lead of Kennedy.
There's the modern trait from here. Would have been unthinkable back in the day.
In game 250, he bends it too far. A
Kick that is.
Allen sits it up for the leap. Kennedy, trademark.
Formation, calling for the ball over the back.
And that's why he's been a superstar for so long. Josh Kennedy.
That's why when he dropped that easier mark, it was so unlike Josh Kennedy, and then he clunks this big one here. So this was the danger coming in. Kennedy and Darling could just get a hold of this inexperience.
Sits it up in hope. Ryan looks up. It was there for him as well. Cox had a chance to mop it up. Brayshaw bangs into the post.
That was classic West Coast movement of the footy, and that's why you have padding and post.
Wing. It's plenty on it all the way to half forward as Darling takes the mark.
The big boys starting to make their mark here, the Eagles' big forwards.
Kennedy, he's up, he's bumped. No free.
Oh.
And it stays in. Wilson, Mundy, caught but got a handball away. Good attack from Chera, and just as good an attack from Sheed.
Cox is, that's good defence. Good use your body. Really obvious when that happened, so he's given a good stretch, but
pulled the kick off the line.
The palm was beautiful to Kelly. High towards Darling and Kennedy. Off hands Waterman. Just eluded him for a second, but he bends it to perfection.
And that means the ball doesn't go out of bounds, and then you don't get this from Naitanui, who's starting to wear them down from a ruck point of view as well. Just wonder whether they're going to change it up or not, because the West Coast Eagles, we know, they've been here before, they play this way, they play it beautifully, and they now lead by 5 goals with 6 minutes and a quarter footy to go.
Finally for Hughes, Sarong collected it though. Gave to Aish, flicks it wide, they've got the runners. Michael Frederick looks up, has the speed, has the skills, goes for home, but he misses from behind with the fist. Ball hits the deck. Kelly, clever palm, kept it rolling, collected it back again. Deft deflection, then to Sheed, then to Redden, then to Archie, then to the short pass option of Kennedy. The angle had him in two minds, Josh Kennedy. He wasn't sure whether to bend it or drop punt it. He was drop punting it. A couple of stagger steps, and he's speared it to the near side. Gets it back, it might work for them. Heads toward Darcy, goal square. Allen, monster grab.
Great mark.
He'll cost himself a chance. Sets it up. Last roll of the dice. Kennedy and Darling fly. Touch play on. Scrambled away by Wilson. Seconds tick down to 0. 3/4 time. But the majority of them Fremantle fans, not enjoying it quite as much as they hoped they would. Free kick out of the middle.
Dominic Sheed, West Coast, out of zone.
Caleb Sarong cut some slack there. It's Sheed's ball.
How lucky was he? The umpire gave him a free hit.
What's his first, Derby?
Yeah, fair enough.
Duggan didn't quite hit that well enough. Frederick gets back, fumbles it, mops up his mess. Akers loops it back. Shut down though, can't run. Chera gave it back. Akers gives it back. Spears it down the line. Just out of the reach of Taberner. Oh, Frederick wanted to get it and go. Still got it and still goes. Hands it up. Brayshaw, can he hit a chest? Over the top. Redden. Shepherd. Great poise. Hearn. Loops that handball to Frederick. Inside to Bewley. Can he hit a chest? Heads long, goal square, one-on-one, lob. Deep breath. There's the trademark stutter steps, kicks the goal and kicks the door back open.
Fight to me. It's a throw all day long. So he's got away with it and then got forward of the ball here and the forward handball and they're out. And in like everything else they've tried, that play there has looked to be the one that's most dangerous, that most likely going to score, whether it be Taberner or whether it be Long. So wouldn't that be your play now for the rest of this quarter? So Josh Kennedy be up the other end of the ground, so I used to do that.
The square. Taberner screaming for it along to the square. Long, great grab. They're back, got some momentum. If it works, why not? Oh. Flintstone's bowling run up in his struts. Wow, maybe he should sack it.
Wow.
Hands it out wide to Frederick. Good hands under some pressure. Big moment. First derby, equal to it. Slams it on the boot. Taberner this time. Reserves game against the Gold Coast last Friday to force his way into the lineup, and Taberner shanks it horrifically. Little fumble. Toes it to his own disadvantage. Barras back to the hot spot. Ryan, we stayed down. Kennedy had a little hold. And that's nasty. Fremantle had two chances at the other end. Blew them. And Kennedy on this end shows his club.
Where Fremantle had the outnumber long down the line, 2v1. You go up to take an uncontested mark. Not just drop it, but you let it out the back, and all of a sudden you're under pressure. So you gave us the number, Gaz, 44 times out of the back half, and they haven't scored once. Well, there was your chance to lock it in your front half.
Yeah. And
keep the pressure on West Coast.
Josh Kennedy in a 9-goal-to-5 game.
Redden gives it back to Duggan. Pumps it long. Man of the moment, Kennedy's down there. And the man of the moment. He's been the dominant factor. He's got 4. For number 5.
We've dropped off this one.
He's had Pryor. And then he...
Far from here either, Dwayne. They've done a lot of hard work and travelled.
Yeah, they might not wander at all. They might even not wander for the rest of the home and away and the finals, perhaps, as the little push and shove breaks out. 2020 will be the West Coast Eagles derby. 51 as the tackle's laid by Schultz. Stadium, biggest crowd for an Australian sporting event since the virus hit. It's been a celebration of sport in WA with 30,000 in the house.